Hello, everyone. It is time for me to actually play some poker with my own money for once. $2 and 50-cent buy-in progressive knockout with a $1,500 guaranteed prize pool. A lot of people are already showing up for this one, which is to be expected. This is a pretty good deal. Game hasn't started yet, but I just wanted to record something, mostly to say that I just booked a dentist appointment. Today is Monday. 2 days from now, at 2:40 p.m., I'll be going to the dentist to get a look at the gums around my wisdom teeth. I think my gut feeling is that it's finally time for them to go. I'm 27. I feel like most people my age have lost their wisdom teeth by now. Um, yeah. I was wondering if that would come up and like interrupt the game, but turns out we already took care of that. So at least we took care of the appointment stuff. Another thing is I have to apologize to my friends on Discord because this is usually the part where I narrate what I'm doing, but I guess I kind of have to record this because Discord is down right now. Not that anybody on my Discord cares too much about how well I play poker, but normally I would update them on the highlights, as it goes along. But well, the gum issue is painful, but not to the point of being debilitating. So I could still provide commentary on what I'm doing here. It's just Hold'em anyway. And it turns out that America's Cardroom reshuffles the order of the tournaments every month or so, which at first I thought might be a bit of a nightmare scheduling wise, but then I realized that that'll give me some other opportunities to experience Omaha or Omaha High Low or the 5 card Omaha like each month, because most of the games are still Hold'em, but by reshuffling them every month, at least gives me some small budget options for the Omaha variants. So I'm excited to at least try those out. It's even a 55-cent stud high-low game I might even try just for the experience for a really cheap buy-in. Alright, game almost started now. Yes, I have my headphones back on for immersion purposes. Both immersion into the game and blocking out the outside world, as that tends to be the best way to uh, get yourself into the game and avoid distractions. The actual important life thing has already been more or less taken care of for the day. Being my dentist appointment, of course. Here comes the game. And I did not realize that we start out with 125,000 points each. This is one of those things where we have 12 levels of late reg. The blinds are 15 minutes up until then, but after we get past late reg, the blinds go up every 10 minutes. So it won't last forever. All right, Luke CD, USA. Raiso Ronnie, nice. USA. Kiki, Russia. 4N Way, Russia. Fold my 5-7 here. Saint Cook, Russia. Master 1v4, Brazil. And Style Trident, Ukraine. Welcome. Good luck, everyone. Especially Raiso Ronnie. I love that name. You can see the late reg. Oh, that's including breaks. Okay. Yeah, the 12 levels will take 3 hours, but the timer there includes breaks, which is probably a smart thing. I still have never cashed in a non-free roll. That's a fold, I think. Early position, that's a fold. I still haven't even made it past the late reg in a non-free roll. So, yeah, I got my work cut out for me. Step by step. We're doing this baby steps. Now I've bought in for a couple $100 and change of my real money, but we're not just gonna start playing, $22 buy-ins for 1/10 of my entire bankroll yet. We have to do this in baby steps. We got to do this in baby steps. Because considering my track record on non-free rolls, that would be real stupid of me to start spending big chunks of money right off the bat as soon as I sign up. So $2.50 is plenty for now. But at least I can play these tournaments without thinking, you know, this is virtually my entire bankroll. If I fail, I have to do something else with my time, you know. At least it's not that bad. At least if I bust this tournament, oh well, I've got plenty more where that came from. I can't even really feel that good if this is going to be my first cash, because then it feels like the robots have one over on me again. Like, I was allowed to cash in these tournaments all along. I just had to give in to the robots. Unlock the ability to cash. It's irrational. Don't think that way. Well, those of you who watched me play The Dream, the graphics on screen should look rather familiar to you, because it's another 250 buy-in, and it's another PKO. So everybody starts out with 50-cent buy-in. Oh yeah, I'd love to eliminate Number Quell. That guy sucks. I will say this, PKO is kind of a special form of bounty poker tournaments that can only really be done online, because the robots will be able to handle the arithmetic and how the bounties keep stacking up far better than you would be able to in reality. I don't have much, but I'd like to see a flop with this. I kept it relatively cheap. Well, okay. That's going to hit him a lot more than it's going to hit me. I see no good of trying to bluff here. Not even going to milk it. Let's just move on to the next hand. Threes. In a regular casino, there'll be a certain amount of money set up for the bounties, and the bounties are additive. They're additive. So if each player starts out with a bounty of, like, say $10, then every player you knock out is just flat out $10. That's it. That's all there is to it. It doesn't increase over time, because that'd just be way too much work on the casino staff. That's a bit much. Whereas here, if you knock somebody out really early, that'll be worth 50 cents. If you knock somebody out at the final table, that could be worth $9, you know. It looks like I have a pretty calm table. Myself included, obviously. If I really want to start splashing around, I could. Because this is technically the type of table that I could get away with doing that. That's not usually my style, but let's see what a raise here will accomplish. Nothing. That's what it'll accomplish. Alright, well, now I know. Anything that would work theoretically by the book, just discard it. Just play your game, even though it might be advantageous to get out of your comfort zone. I'm not going to call 57 with a gut shot. I can appreciate that donk bet. It is effective. You know, this was a birthday present for me. I really ought to actually start reading it. Poker Wizards featuring all these, you know, really, really good players who know what they're doing way better than I do. I have enough to call. It's blind beat blind. He definitely does not have to have an ace. He or she, anyway. I'm trying to keep my costs down. It should also induce a bluff. No? Alright, well. No, I'll throw out something. He's gonna call. Not my favorite card on the river there. Do you seriously have a 6? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Child of God, Russia. Kovalyov, Belarus. Mr. Makonin, Russia. After the flop, the only way he could have won the hand was running 6-6 or running Jack-Jack, and he hit 6-6. Luis Lopez Amaral from Brazil. It was a good bet on the end, though. Just the right size to make sure that I called my ace. And I give credit where it's due, even though obviously he got really, really lucky on me. Yeah. That's an okay flop, but obviously we kind of want to see another king or a 10 roll off. Check. That's not the worst turn card. Zero call. Let's get rid of these numbers. Okay. Go ahead and muck. I didn't want to have an odd number in my stack. Oh well. It's internet poker. It's what you got to deal with sometimes. It's funny. Every time I feel that like gum/wisdom tooth start acting up, the first word that comes to my brain isn't even in English. It's dolor, which is Spanish for ache or pain. Mostly ache. My brain's starting to default to Spanish, which should be a good sign. Sunny SL8 from Belarus, welcome. Why am I messing around with my poker pose when I don't even have a hand? Now, I am good at math, so it's not very hard for me to adjust to the fact that I'm suddenly playing with a really, really big starting stack. I did not realize I was playing with a starting stack of 125,000. Like, your mental approach needs to account for different starting stacks. What would I give to have king 10 again? Queen ace, sure. Take that. I used to play 5-card draw a lot with my grandpa, and I would love it whenever I got a queen, ace, and king, because I could just put them all together, QAK, to make the word quake. That flop is beyond useless. However, cool. That's my second pot, and making my way back to the starting stack. Not that far off. Pull that. I always feel like a little bit of butterflies in my stomach just before a poker tournament starts. It usually does not take very long to start feeling, normal and in control again. Come on, Belarus. Mr. Makin is the other Belarusian, right? No, he's Russian. Kovalyov is Belarusian. I make absolutely no judgments. I'm just happy to play with people from so many different countries. That is exciting. I don't care who you are. Oh, wait, Luke CD. He's been in my life the whole time, right? He's from the United States. I'm surprised I don't see more Canadians playing here. Like, I would say that, Canadians at least have the freedom to try out other major poker sites, but the thing is, so do Russians, and Brazilians, and we see Russians and Brazilians all over the place on America's Cardroom. So it's clearly a desirable option. Hey, it's Yardbird. Oh yeah, he's a really tight guy, right? Going up a little bit late, but not egregiously so. In fact, this is the end of level 1, so he's doing fine here. You can have this one, Child of God. I have no interest in this pot. Yeah, I stole from you once. I won't steal from you twice. You done again. Level 12, by the way, will be 4,000, 8,000. That'll be the end of late reg. So, ideally, I should have at least 300k by that point. It's not a 3-betting hand. Ooh. It's a donk betting hand, though. I'm going to hit a board like that. Not thrilled with that card, but I'll still bet. Okay. Spades came through. Jack 9 came through. That card filled a lot of draws. I probably should have checked the turn and then bet the river, now that I think about it. I just got to give it to him. I mean, that card just completed way too many hands. Now, the fact that he bet pot was obviously a bit suspicious. The fact that he bet pot either means that he had absolute air or he hit one of those draws. But there's just like, if he was on a draw the whole time, and I was thinking he might be on a draw the whole time, that card hit everything. So, there's I don't see much upside in calling there because you're winning that hand so few times. Is it really bluffing that much this early in the tournament? I probably ought to think about 3-betting from a small blind more often. Maybe that'll be the first thing that Poker Wizards up there tells me to do is you should very rarely 3-bet from the small blind unless you have a very specific type of hand that can connect with the board in ways that the other guys can't. Like, say, pocket fives or so. If you don't hit trips, you just fold it. If you do hit trips, then then you're doing really good. Generally speaking, I do better in tournaments when I have a slow start like this. If I use up all my good luck super early on and build a big stack early, I usually fail to make the money. Playable hand here. $2,800. As soon as this guy decides what to do. It is. Me and Charlie got again. Oh, no, I'll just take it. That's fine too. I have not been raising a lot, so okay. At least that raise got a little bit more respect than my first one did. Ooh, look at Child of God's score. All those eights. I'll just switch this 8 around with that 0. Can't do that, though. If you could do that, I wonder how many people would notice and call you out on it. Not that I'd want to do that. No. I would vastly prefer to actually earn another 72,000 chips. That sounds more fun than just cheating. It's more fun to earn it. More fun to earn it. I guess I am still fidgeting a little bit. Well, you'll also see me fidget because like I have my legs like kind of crossed under the table. I have a couple of like things under my desk that I need to keep my legs away from. Sometimes this microphone is under the desk. Need to be wary of that. Sometimes there's like I keep like the bags that I acquire from fast food places, I like to keep under the desk so I can like make them their own individual trash bins and just not have to worry about taking this particular trash bin out that often. It saves me the trouble of emptying that trash bin and like putting a new plastic bag inside it to contain and sanitize it. With Lollyoff doing pretty well so far. Let's see where he stacks up in the grand scheme of things. Not very well. Oh wow. Chip leader's already in for 2 bullets. He's a man of action, clearly. Or woman of action. Well, so far, Yardbird is acting in accordance with the note that I put on him. Of course, I will never know how many notes are actually made on me and how many different languages they're in. Because everybody has to sign up and have their username in the Roman alphabet, but I'm sure there's a lot of guys like... I'll get rid of that under the gun. Ace 4 is just not quite strong enough. I'm sure a lot of these guys have made notes on each other in the Cyrillic alphabet. Which kind of begs the question, I've always kind of wondered how people from that part of the world actually sign up with Roman letters. Like, do they just type in their name in Cyrillic alphabet and it just kind of, the robots just kind of convert it for them, or... I don't know. Because, like, Kovalyov seems like a custom name from somebody who understands the Roman alphabet because, it's kind of a pun. Because, well, it's not, I don't know if it's a pun or anything, but the two A's there stand for 2 aces. I don't think that's what would happen if they just signed up using the Cyrillic alphabet and it was converted into the Roman alphabet. But then again, I don't understand the Cyrillic alphabet whatsoever. I know nothing about it, so maybe there is a character in the Cyrillic alphabet that perfectly corresponds to the A in the Roman alphabet. I can tell you that the hiragana alphabet and the katakana alphabet do have all the vowels as their own characters, so that could even work for Japanese players. Or maybe the game just like, or maybe they just have to like resort to like some kind of keyboard converter. There's a website called Lexi Logos that allows me to type in characters that are not on the standard English keyboard. Check 5 off. I go to Lexi Logos when I want to type in Spanish and Japanese because those are the only 2 languages I have any experience in. I would not dare type in again any of the Cyrillic alphabets or Arabic or anything like that because I don't know. I wouldn't know what the heck I was saying. I still want to play. I do not still want to play. That's too much. I've been awfully quiet. And I should have realized that's Yardbird who made the initial limp. But he is going to fold because he is very tight early in tournaments. Yeah, early position limp, and then a min raise next. He's got to have something. Oh, I got something now. I'm going to miss the flop with it, of course, but I've got something. If I get 3-bet here, do I call or raise? Okay. Oh, I did hit it. That's a really safe board, so I'm going to check. See if I can induce a bluff. Here we go. I'll show it. There you go. That's how it's done. Get a little bit of extra value from it. I don't know what he had, but if he had absolutely nothing, then he wouldn't have paid me off if I just bet the flop. And I got kings in the very next hand. That's the first time in a long time that I've actually... that things actually ended up going exactly as planned. Alright. Got some cards. Yeah, it's Yardbird's big blind. He's not going to pay me off. Fold. Okay, though. You know, you don't have to win a ton of pots, just enough to keep you in with a good chance. I mean, look, I have 97 big blinds. Well, not for long. It's going up soon. Ace 3. I'm going to be a donk and try and limp in here. Oh, Cavalli off. Oh, God. Okay, if he's raising, I'm dominated. There's no question about it. Is he a pocket nines or something? Low playing it the whole way? Could play it. But I won't. Should have played it. I was all over that flop. I'm not going to pretend that I'm an exciting player to watch. Like I'm me. That's all there is to it. I wouldn't say I'm an ABC player, but like I'm a, I don't know, EFG player. I'm not that far into the alphabet. Turns out I would have just had a pair of eights with no kicker. Hmm. Worth that just raw chips again. Yeah, that Kovalyov is pretty good. That's a good call by Dunny. Not the hardest call ever, but still a good call. Yeah. If I'm gonna beat Kovalyov, I need to be the one to induce. Or I need to be the one to, fight back. If I have a big hand, then I can induce a bluff, maybe. But yeah. No surprise there. You could have any two cards. Middle of the road flop for me. How cheap is he willing to keep it, though? I just got caught bluffing. Maybe he's willing to... That's not me. That's not me. If I had 10-9, then that could work, but... I don't see much upside in going on here. Definitely not now. I can't raise unless I'm turning my hand into a bluff. And then even if I did have the best hand, there's just so many cards on the river that I don't want to see. I could have turned my hand into a bluff there. Maybe it would have worked. Will Lopez is very tight so far. It's a nice flop for my hand. Open-ended straight draw 2 overs. Man, I gotta just give it to him. I can't represent anything with the 2 of clubs. Oh my god, we both have the same hand. I'll just limp, see what happens. Wow. I was able to induce last time. Let's see if... That's not a good card for me. No. It's not a good card, but I'm definitely not folding this hand. I want to call. That is a total break. I'm very happy with that. Should be good here. Yep. Oh, I waited for the right time too, because he paired that queen. Alrighty. And we are back basically to the starting stack, and I got another good hand. I'm actually going to go ahead and 3-bet with it. Which I do not often do. I'm going to make it 8,500, assuming it folds to me. Okay, that changes things. Because he has not splashed around a lot. So he's probably got something, so I don't want to stoke the fire. Wow. Now we're 3 ways here, so I think I can bet this and get 1 caller. Okay. Let me check it and see if he takes that as a sign to go for it. Now, there's no way he called my bet with 6-7. Okay, I'm not worried about that. 8,500. Okay. Another nice hand. I always seem to get my best hands when Child of God is the big blind. Oh, wait, the first break's about to start. Oh. Didn't see that coming. That might be a bit much for ace 3 suited. I haven't seen him 3-bet all the whole way, so I'm just gonna give him credit here. Overall, though, not too bad. Not too bad of a start. I've at least increased from the starting stack at the very least. I'll see you after the break. Hey, look who's on the leaderboard. It's Ant Chip 12345. Somebody I actually recognized from a major final table. That's cool. We got 267 total entries. Still a ways to go for the guarantee to be met, which is fine by me. Probably not fine by the casino, though. Oh, well, wait, why was I moving my hands over the keyboard like I was about to play more Warframe or VVVVV? Oh, Warframe, actually. I was about to go on the WASD, which Warframe uses. VVVVV does not. Well, I use the arrow keys because I'm old-fashioned. I don't need to play Jack 6 suited. I really don't. Bounty 0? Is that for me, personally? I feel like you wouldn't need Bounty 0 up there for keeping track of me personally, because that's what this number's for. Also the ATM tab. 4 hearts. Did I have one? No, I had Jack 6 of clubs. Discord's still down on my browser. It still works on mobile though, so the best I can do to update my friends on Discord who actually care about what I'm doing is just to wait for a break and tell them, "Hey, I made it to this break. I made it to the next break." You know. Yeah, if he's 3-betting you, he's got a hand. It's very, very good to leave notes. Just to give you a general, I can't even call him min-raise with this crap. This is a terrible hand. I mean, I like the 49ers as a football team, but not this hand. This is a terrible hand. It's not even that good in blackjack. There's worse hands at blackjack, but 10-5, for instance. Now, Kovalyov raises light. I do not know if he 3-bets light. I'm sure you've seen from me, I do not 3-bet light.
Or do I?
I feel like the time is right. But as a general rule, I do not 3-bet light. Nope. Again, I really don't mind being dealt crappy cards. Crappy cards means easy decisions. And especially early on in these tournaments, it's okay to not be involved. This is basically going to be the last. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get my wisdom teeth removed on Wednesday, but at the very least, they're going to get looked at by a professional. Like, my gut tells me that it's time for them to go, but obviously, a second professional opinion would be much appreciated. But this could be the last poker tournament I ever play with wisdom teeth. Curiously, it's never been on my left mouth. It's always been on the right side of my mouth. But if we're going to get rid of one, we might as well get rid of the other. Just I can't remember the last time it was on the left side of the mouth. These two go at it quite a bit, actually. I think this is the two Belarusians, right? Yeah. Again, just I seriously doubt that it's personal. It's just that's the way it turns out. If they were personal, then they'd be bluffing each other to Kingdom Come. But right, if it folds through, I'm going to perform a rare light raise. Come on. See, Ant Chip's still doing well on the leaderboard. How cool is that? I covered a final table with this guy, and he's playing in a tournament with me now. I mean, that's exactly how I felt when I started playing and friending players on replay poker, like Morkos Borkos. He's like the reigning replay poker champion. Or, I think he was the reigning MVP. It's either him or Goat Soup. I can't remember who was the Tournament of Champions winner or the season MVP. This took long enough, jeez. It's a big blind that I can't attack. He is relatively tight. Okay, there we go. Tempted to show the king, but let's take it. Okay, by now I think my raises are getting respect. They know I'm not messing around too much, so I can mess around. Ooh. I haven't heard a lot from Child of God lately, actually. Okay, we can take advantage of Kovalyov being AFK. Was going to raise, but I'll just call now. Well, I airballed. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with this one. I'm not sure there's anything on that board I can even represent. They're both still interested, so bluffing there would just be practically suicidal. Half pot each time. Huge hand here. And he flopped trips. Thank you. Good job not bluffing that one. There's an icky hand here. And Gui Lopez just kind of thought he was full of air the whole way. Didn't give him credit, but just a misread. Because he flopped that pair of nines. Obviously, a good thing I folded this hand. No way ace-7 is good against a 3-bet from that early. Other half pot bet. This is what Norman Chad always says about playing. Well, it's not a weak ace, but it's a medium ace. But it's still only a 7 kicker. It's not very strong. You just have to flop up. You're flopping a pair of aces, and then you're carrying that itty big little 7 kicker with you the whole way. So if he's got almost any ace, you're in bad shape. Oh my. He's clearly representing a flush. Maybe it might be thinking he's up against ace queen, ace king. He does have ace queen, and it's because that board paired that they each have the king kicker now. So I actually could have split that pot 3 ways with them. UTG raise gets respect. It looks like a board that might hit him. Let's see what the turn is. That's good. The most I can lose is 36k, though. Okay. Please. Kings. I feel like I'm on my game. This is an obvious 3-bet. No way should I be taking my kings 3-handed here. Well, if you got aces, you got aces. On your game or not, can't really dodge this. It is what it is. And he goes away. Alright, well, all in or full time. If you're gonna lose the vast majority of your chips, that's how you want to lose them, right? No one's gonna say anything. It's aces against kings. At the very least, I'm the button now, so I don't have to post a big blind for a little while. That's the important thing. When you suffer a huge hand like that, don't count yourself out either. Because this is short. Absolutely, it's short. But it's not hopeless. 6 minutes before the blinds go up. I would love to actually play this hand, but... Well, especially not with there's already a raise. But I can't imagine I have a lot of fold equity, and I really can only go all in right now. I don't even have 50 antes, so I'd better pick up a hand soon, but, you know, I can't force it. Well, if I had known that flop was coming, I would have played. At this point, I'll take an open-ended straight draw on the flop. Absolutely, I will. Borderline. I'll say yes. Only 7 big blinds. Oh, actually in good shape here. Well, now I'm behind. And I'm dead. See you next game, guys. I can't blame him at all for that call. That's very standard. What the hell is that? Oh, that's right. I can rebuy. I actually totally have that option to rebuy now. But I'm going to stick with my guns and say that a rebuy is just never that good of an idea because you're just paying another buy-in to have less of a chance to win than you would if you just waited and tried again next time. So, yeah. I'll just go ahead and stop there. I ran kings into aces. That's all there is to it. I feel like I was on my game. I played pretty well. I'm probably not perfect, but pretty well. But when you run kings into aces, there's not a whole lot you can do, and that's the way life goes sometimes. So, see you next time. Hopefully with less pain in my mouth.